We're going to be making super simple sloppy joes. We have some homemade rolls / buns that I made out of a bread recipe because buns are expensive, and these taste way better and are way more filling because I used not enriched flour. Okay, this is coconut oil, coconut butter. You can spread regular butter across the tops of these buns. We just cut the tops off, set the tops aside, and butter these real quick. There we go. We have our oven preheating on high broil. We're going to toast the bottoms of these so they don't give us soggy sloppy joes. No soggy sloppy joes. There we go. Space these all out a little bit. There. Might have to switch this one around with this one. Yeah. All right, there we go. Okay, meanwhile, we are browning up 1 pound of ground beef. Maybe. Or maybe not. As my little chopper is in the dishwasher. Alright, so we're going to brown this ground beef. But while it's cooking, we're going to lightly salt and pepper it. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. This is really the only seasoning that goes into this. And sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Salt and pepper. Alright, now, while that's cooking up, we're going to throw these into our broiler let's do 4 minutes on high. See if they're good and toasted. We might have to do 5 minutes. Alright, 4 minutes. There we go. And while this is cooking, let's chop an onion and a small bell pepper. When your ground beef is about halfway cooked through, we're going to add in 1 very large onion. That's a pretty large onion. Or 2 small onions. This recipe feeds 4 people, 2 sloppy joes. Cook that onion down in the beef fat. Nothing going to waste over here. We're not draining this off. Nope, we're using it. Alright. It's been 3.5 minutes. Let's peek in on those buns. Oh, yes. Oh, they are so done. 3.5 minutes. In the center. Perfect. Yum. Okay, now don't forget this is super hot, and we're going to set it aside right here to slightly cool while we prepare the rest. And go ahead and turn that oven to 375 degrees. Perfect. It's all ready for us. Once that onion's about halfway cooked through, add a half of a green bell pepper. Or a very small homegrown green pepper. So I had to pick that one early. It was pretty small. That's a whole green bell pepper. Previously frozen, mind you. And throw that in there. Now we're going to cook this until these onions are translucent. While we're waiting for that to cook up, we're going to mix up our sauce here. I like saucy sloppy joes. Okay, we're going to do 2 cups of ketchup. We're just making some barbecue sauce on the fly here because barbecue sauce is super spendy right now. We're going to add sugar. This is a 1/2 cup measurement. Yep, close enough. I just realized I don't even have all the stuff I need, because I am nearly out of Worcestershire. I have just about half the amount that my recipe calls for. So the closest thing to Worcestershire is soy sauce. And I do not want soy sauce in my sloppy joe. So we are going to substitute with a little liquid smoke. That'll be good. Yeah, that'd be real good, actually. Yeah. If you could smell this cooking right now, you'd know what I'm talking about. Once that's done browning and thoroughly browned, we're going to add half a cup. That's why we still have the half cup. Half a cup of regular oatmeal. This is not the instant. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. And we're going to mix that in there. This is going to absorb all that grease and give it such a plump, filling body. Okay, now we're going to add our sugar and our 2 cups of ketchup right in here. We got the burner on still, because we want this to get slightly heated before we throw it into the oven. It'll take less time to cook, because this ketchup is cold, just came out of the fridge. Mix this together a little bit. We're going to need a 1/4 cup of spicy brown mustard. You could use Dijon mustard in this too, which is a half a cup. 1/4 of a cup. I think we need a little bit more than that. Pretty spicy. Then you're going to need to fill the rest of this cup with Worcestershire sauce. But that's all I have. And I thought I had more downstairs, and I don't. Empty. So we're going to use a little bit of this liquid smoke. There we go. A 1/4 cup each. And this is real powerful, so I'm going to use just a little bit less. We could even top that off with water if we wanted to. Nope, just kidding. Get my dirty old spatula here. Nothing going to waste around here, except for that little ketchup on the handle. Stir this in. Mix thoroughly. Still over medium-high heat. Heat this for about 5 minutes, just until it starts to simmer. Hell, let's even... Better not turn it up, even though I'm in a rush, because then it's going to start boiling lava at you. All right, there we go. As soon as it starts to simmer like that, turn that heat off. Be very careful, because that's going to start getting real thick with all that sugar in there. All right, now we are going to carefully spoon this over the top. And it's heavy. My gosh. My other pan that's not heavy was in the dishwasher. Lucky day, right? Yes, I know it's running all over the bottom. That's fine. Because we're going to serve this up like it's a dang casserole when it's done. Okay, now top each one of those off just until they start to run over the side. Okay, set that aside to cool, because that's hot. All right, and you could use shredded cheese to top these off with some cheese. Or you can just do a slice. This will help you find them easier. Because once they start cooking and you got them all squished together, it's hard to find the edges to get them out to serve them correctly. Okay, Now, we still have the lids to our buns set aside over here. We're going to need those soon, but not yet. First, we're going to put these in our oven, 375 degrees for 15 minutes. We have 5 minutes left on our 15-minute timer. Now, we're going to pull these out of the oven real quick. Smells good already, I'm telling you. Oh, of course it does. It's done. But our buns aren't done, hon. Top those off with some buns. Yeah. Now, back into that oven for that last 5 minutes. Ooh. Okay, dinner will be ready in 5 minutes. Timer's already set. And we are done. Oh. Can't bend down that far at the end of the day. Oh my. Oh, so perfect. All right, now you could wait for these to cool, but who wants to do that? Let's do everything the hard way like usual. Okay, scooch your butt in here and squish it in there real fast and hard with a sharp spatula so it doesn't shove the bun out from underneath all the filling. And stick it on that plate. Use a butter knife to scorch it down. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. You want to definitely get all that stuff that's off the bottom here. That's part of the... Oh yeah, it's got to make a big old mess on that plate or won't be a sloppy joe. Just like that, we have dinner for 4 adults with 1 pound of ground beef. Yep. Look at how good those are. Those are big. Yum, right? All right. We'll see you guys next time.
You've been my star, and I'd be your sky.